Hello again, and welcome back to the story. Last time we left our adventures, we had continued helping the people here of the Crossroads. We had recovered some supplies that were stolen by Quilboar during an attack on one of the caravans bringing supplies here. We vanquished many Quilboar in the process of recovering those supplies, including their leader, Kreenig Snarlsnout. We also continued our theme of eradicating wildlife in the area. We collected some zebra hooves and added some more raptor heads to our collection. We also met up with Regthar Deathgate further into the wilds of the Barrens, who asked us for our aid in dealing with the Kolkar Centaur in the area. Apparently the various scattered tribes had sort of been rallying with new leadership and causing some real havoc in the area here. We had vanquished the first of those leaders and dealt with many of the lesser centaur, gathering bracers as proof of our deeds. We also then stopped by some of the nearby oasis and gathered some mushrooms, as well as investigated a strange fissure in the bottom of one that we believe to be the source of strange, powerful energies seeping into the Barrens themselves. And we find ourselves back here now for another session, and I think that we are going to start by, I believe we left off last time with having a delivery to make for one of the apothecaries here to venture down to Thunder Bluff. And I believe that this particular one was a timed quest, and I thought it might be appropriate to do after the fact. Alright, so here we are. I have rendered the spores you gave me into an emulsion. I must now send it to my associate, Apothecary Zama. If you were to carry this to her, she can offer you something from our stores of alchemical goods. She's in the Pools of Vision, a cave beneath the shamans of Thunder Bluff. The path to this cave is well hidden, but you may find it on the Spirit Rise bluff. Do hurry. This emulsion will maintain its potency for only a short time, and must be resealed and processed before then. Alright, so we will grab this collection of spores, which we have a time limit with which to deliver. 44 minutes and 50 seconds. I believe we also have a delivery to make. Yes, we were to take a Wind Rider to Thunder Bluff, so we could do that as well. Those two things will probably level us to 16, which would be an ideal time to go learn some of our new spells, but I think just to be extra careful, we will just go see if we can't snag another raptor head. We still have not found any zebra hooves. The zebra here have been rather stringy to date, not really wanting to give up any of their hooves, or perhaps we've simply just been destroying them in the process of trying to gather some, but I think we will take a peek and see if we can't find at least a little bit before we venture over, which might help ensure that we get our level up so we can get our skills all at the same time. So let's just roam around here and see if we can find any raptors and zebra in the nearby area. Here we go. We can start off with raptor number 1 here. White Knight can do most of the heavy lifting on this for sure, while we can scout the area out, looking for anything else. Nothing nearby. Ooh, got a raptor head though. That was worth it. Ooh, there's a zebra. Let's get him. Yeah, so after we make our deliveries, come back with some new skills, I think that maybe we will hit... we've got to head down to some of the other oases down to the southeast a little bit. I believe that there are more spores we were tasked with there. I believe that may also be where the next of our centaur to deal with. Verog... travel the second oasis to the southeast, yes. So that's where we will find Verog. Maybe we'll be able to take him down. It's a little bit of a higher level quest, but I think that with the aid of White Knight, we should be more than well equipped to be able to handle something like that. Let's see if we can't give this zebra a run for its money. White Knight is clearly... we're outclassing him a little bit, probably just jumping the gun. Could have given a couple more seconds for him to pick up threat properly before we jump our way in there. Well, we've got 1 hoof now. A whopping 1 hoof. But 1 is certainly better than 0, so we'll take it. I think we'll just hit these 2 right here since they're nice and close, and then we will make our way back. So I think this kill right here is going to level us. Ba-bam! Right there. Level 16. Perfect. So we'll just jump in here with a couple more Zevra. Yeah, we're down here around the Oasis right now. We don't want to go too far for this because we've got lots of other stuff that we're going to want to hit. And our timer is ticking. Okay. Snag this guy. Check for our hoof, and we will hoof it ourselves. Okay. Back over. What kind of herb? Silver leaf, eh? Could probably snag that since it's nice and easy to get at. Maybe send White Knight into this raptor, since it is mostly on the way, in the direction we're going. Pull him along this way a little bit with us. Yeah, depending on how much time we have in this particular play session, we might head down to the Oasis down here, search around that way a little bit, and then we might make our way towards back into Ratchet, and I think we have some work along the coast there. We were tasked with dealing with some of the pirates in the area who had been stealing from some of the goblins. So we might go clean up some of that along the way. But I think it is time to jettison off with our Wind Rider Master. Now that we are level 16, we can learn some new skills while we're over there. And I think we will just continue our path here of a little bit more armor for White Knight. I think that's probably going to be one of the most efficient skill choices we can take. Keep White Knight in the fight that little bit longer. Alright, let's go pick up a ride over to Thunder Bluff. As you can see, it's Halloween, or the time leading up to it here in World of Warcraft. It's been a hot minute since we last played. My wife and I have been playing retail of late. She's been enjoying that, so we've been spending some time doing that. So it's been a while since I've sat down and recorded one of these videos, but I figured it would be fun to get back into it. And yeah, so I logged in this morning and figured we'd take another crack at this. We did pick up some gloves here. They are mail, unfortunately. We are a long way from being able to wear mail. Many, many levels for that, so I think we will just end up vendoring those. But we will just whisk our way across the Barrens here and make our way over to Thunder Bluff. I wonder what spells we're going to find ourselves with here at level 16. Maybe a new rank of Arcane Shot or Serpent Sting. Either one of those would be nice. I don't think we get... I suspect Aspect of the Cheetah is level 20, so I don't think we'll see anything like that just yet. But, yeah, any new skills are likely to be welcome. We'll evaluate whether or not there's something we need. We can certainly be saving some money for the later levels getting our mount, so any opportunity to maybe reduce the overall cost early on is probably not a bad idea. Ah, yes, whisking our way back through some of the Quillbore areas here down towards, I believe this is Camp T. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be down here vanquishing many more Quillbore before our adventures here are done. I wonder if we'll see any of the centaur down here. Oh yeah, there's some right there. Those jerks drifting their way in from the Barrens. We'll be vanquishing their kind quite quickly here, so I'm sure that they will... Any sort of threat they pose right now will be short-lived. It's a nice little peaceful jaunt through here. Quite a nice little, nice way to travel. Sailing over the grasslands of Mulgore. Looks a little bit hazy here this morning. I don't know if that's if it's always been like that. I just haven't noticed. Nice little visual addition to things. Okay, so we'll be coming in for a landing pretty quick here, and I believe the bundle of hides we have to deliver is to a leather worker just at the base of the flight tower, I believe. So that'll be nice and close. And then we can actually see right over here, there's the cave entrance that will lead us down to the apothecaries, where we can deliver our rendered spores. Alright, well, I think we can survive the hit, so we'll just jump off the tower here, break our ankles a little bit, and we will venture in here to Hanu.
What brings you here?
Greetings. If you are here for leather goods, then you will find my wares well crafted. There is dust on your shoulders that must be from the barons. You have spoken with my friend Jahan? Ah, a new bundle of hides. I will get to work on these immediately. Thank you, sister. You've done me a great service. Here are some coins to pay for your time and travel costs. Perfect. Recoup our costs of travel here. I've prepared leather goods for Jahan to sell at the crossroads. Will you bring them to him? If you have already been to the crossroads and spoken to their Windrider master, then you can fly one of our Thunder Bluff Windriders back to him. Take the leather goods to Tal, our Windrider master in Thunder Bluff, and speak with him to arrange transport to the crossroads. Alright, so we will do just that. Nice little introductory quest, learning about how to use the flight system here in Azeroth. But that is not all we have time for. We must venture over and deliver these rendered spores. And then we will need to hit the Hunter Trainer, which will be over on the Hunter's Rise. Just a quick jaunt the other way. We'll reclaim White Knight with us here. I think he loses loyalty if he is dismissed, either intentionally or not. So we'll keep him out whenever possible. Then he's available if we need him to. Can never be too careful with some of the things that show up. Some things might jump us. Let's see. We will talk to Clarice afterwards here. She may wish us to venture elsewhere.
I am forsaken.
For our people to survive, we must study the ways of nature and learn its secrets. You have something from Apothecary Helbrim? I do. Some rendered spores. Ah, the spores from the barons that Helbrim was gathering. He garnered your aid in delivering them? Good. And the emulsion is still potent, so you must have wasted no time in the delivery. Well done, Hunter. Ooh, so we can get a staff that's got some pretty good stats, but I don't think it quite compares to our swords. We'll probably not equip that, but I think that, yeah, let's go with some agility. Who doesn't like some agility? Serpent Bloom. The Royal Apothecary Society, based in the great undercity of Lordaeron, has sent me here for a very specific service, Story. Perhaps you wish to aid me, and in turn, the Dark Lady, in our efforts to advance the Forsaken. Recently, I studied a rare specimen of flora named Serpent Bloom. I believe in greater quantities this herb has great potential. Unfortunately, Serpent Bloom can only be found in the darkest recesses of the Wailing Caverns, a dangerous cave system located in the Barrens. Well, it just so happens that we have been venturing around in the Barrens, and I would be happy to help collect some Serpent Bloom. I believe we can collect some of that without having to enter the dungeon that is the Wailing Caverns. Let's see what Clarice has for us here. Until death do us part. Filthy scum. Leaves me for his damn crusade, because the light is the most important thing we have against the threats the undead pose. Well, what about his children? What about me? Night after night I sat patiently waiting for him, always second to his blasted duty. Well, witness what justice brings you, Story. He's dead, and I'm bearing the very thing he was trying to stop. Take this piece of junk and put it on his tomb in the sepulchre. I want nothing to do with it anymore, or him. In Silverpine, No, we are not headed over that way. I'm not going to bother with that. And I think it might actually be pronounced sepulcher. I will need to... This is not a word I believe I've heard spoken. I've read it many times, but I don't know that I've ever heard it spoken. Sepulcher? I think that might be it. Okay, but we have delivered the spores, and we have been tasked with collecting more herbs from the Barrens region. So I think we are probably mostly done in Thunder Bluff, with the exception of our new skills. Where are our skill trainings at here for other things? Probably still okay. We could maybe pick up a new... I bet we need 125 for skinning for a new one. We're probably too low on herbalism. Well, we might be able to get herbalism. We'll probably swing through on the way to the Wind Rider Master and see if we can pick up a new rank. Just to try and make sure that we don't spend wasted time collecting herbs without being able to skill up any additional level ups we can get along the way, and any of those things are very helpful. So we'll try and stay moving on all those. But let's go see what we can learn from our hunter trainer. In we go. I think it's, yes, warriors on the right, hunters on the left.
How may I aid
Hi there,
you?
Carrie. I'm in need of training. All sorts of stuff. Okay, so zoomed in vision, see through the eyes of our pet, scare beast, causing threat. I don't want that. Do I want to track humanoids? I don't think I'm too interested in that. I could start to get some traps, some melee attacks. No. Raptor strike. I don't think I'm particularly interested in much of any of these. Maybe immolation trap. But realistically, I'm probably... Nah, I don't think I'm going to make use of that. I think we'll just save our money and move on for now. I don't think I'll make a ton of use of those. Maybe the trap, but that's still pretty questionable. So let's go this way and see if we can find our herbalism trainer. See if we can't maybe pick up a new level, or new tier, I should say. And then we will make our way back. Find some more hooves and heads. Bracers around the oasis. Verog's head. We need raptor horns as well. Must be a different type of raptor. The scythe claws. Maybe we'll find some of those further to the south towards the oasis. Maybe we'll find some down that way. Okay, let's pop into the herbalist shop over here. Oh, hang on. How are we on? How are we in arrows? Oh, we got lots of arrows. Good. Good. Don't want to run out of those. Let's go talk to the herbalists and see if we can learn anything yet. I can. It just requires 50. Perfect. Let's do that.
Ancestors.
So we can make sure we got lots of room to grow in that space. Okay, let's go talk to Tal, the Wind Rider Master, and make our way back over to the crossroads. Wind our way up here. Make our way back up to the top. Hey there, Tal. When mounted on the back of a Wind Rider, one sees that its reputation for strength and speed is well earned. Greetings, Hunter. What can I do for you? I need a ride. You need to take this to the crossroads, eh? That's not a problem. If you've already been there and spoken to Devrak, then you can take one of my Wind Riders back to him. Perfect. Let's do exactly that. In order to fly to a town, you must have already been there and spoken with the Wind Rider Master of that town. You've been to the crossroads and spoken to their Wind Rider Master Devrak, so for a small fee you can take a Wind Rider to him from here. Speak with me again when you're ready. Once at the crossroads, you can then deliver the leather goods to Jahan Hawkwing.
Be careful.
Perfect.
How may I
We have
aid?
learned how the system works. To the crossroads. Alright, let's wing back through the air. Sailing from bluff to bluff. Diving downwards. You can see one of our water totems, or water wells down there that we've cleansed. Wing our way across the grasslands here. Check out some of the wildlife. The small village of Bloodhoof off in the distance across the lake. The damn venture company still over here. But I suppose there needs to be something for other low-level adventurers to vanquish. Oh, someone else goes sailing past. Maybe someone else also delivering leather goods. We'll make our delivery in short order here and then strike out southward. Yeah, I think the Oasis is the area to strike out to. I think that's going to work out well for us today. Despite Verog being a bit of a higher level than us, with the aid of White Knight, I think that we should be able to hold our own well enough that that won't be a real problem. And if I'm not mistaken, we need to... wanders the Barrens, difficult to find, but he's based at the Centaur Command Tent. It may be possible to draw him to you. Attack Centaur near the Command Tent. Yes, so we do need to just vanquish many Centaur there in an effort to try and draw him out. So that will at least lean its way into our need for more bracers, which will be good. So we can continue our theme of efficiency here in the Barrens. Never a shortage of things to try and do at once. Lots and lots of things to pick up. Alright, coming in for our landing. Let's see here, how's our bag space? No, I think we're probably just fine to strike out right away. We'll grab White Knight here. We'll pop an agility elixir before we forget, because we might as well try and use something like that. Spirit, eh? Let's give some spirit to White Knight. Increase his health regen a little bit. I think it's going to be more valuable than giving it to us. Okay, so let's see what we can find along the way here. Ooh, some free skinning. Hard to complain about that. We can certainly make use of the leather supplies. So we'll just snag a few here. Free parts without any of the work. Boy, someone has been busy through this area. No sign of them though. No fellow low-level adventurers. All right. Grab one more here, and then we can head on southeastward. Alright, let's go find this command tent. And we also need to test some seeds in the waters. Yeah, I think we can clean up a number of things here. We might be able to knock off a couple quests. Keep our eyes peeled for stuff along the way. More plane striders. Don't need any of those anymore. Alright, here we go. We got a couple of Zevra. Let's start this off. Let White Knight do his business first so we don't keep pulling threat. I wonder how close I need to be to the command tent before I try and draw out Verog. Ooh, excellent. Another hoof there. Yeah, let's grab this Zevra. So these got big flags up there. Well, these have flags too. That kind of looks like a command tent. It's pretty large and impressive. I think that's where I would want to be. And while I have no shortage of things I need to kill in search of bracers, I think I'd like to dedicate my efforts a little bit closer to the area where I think it's going to benefit me in trying to draw out Verog. So let's bypass these ones for now, get a little bit closer. We will, however, grab these couple zebra as we get a little bit closer, because they've been rather stingy in the past with their hooves, so we may need far more than I think we'll need. So we may need all of these ones right here in the area to try and get what we're after. Okay, let's send you this way. Actually, here, you go for that one. I'm going to do that, and then I'll go this way. And we'll pull that one. We're going to get greedy. We're going to try for multiple at the same time now that we get enough thread on this one. And then I will try and whittle these down and see how well the threat holds. Oh, not quite as well as I would have liked. But I think we can polish this one off. Particularly if we slow it down. Get a couple shots in there. There we go. The White Knight's still holding his own over here. Perfect. Probably took a little bit more of a beating than we needed, but that's okay. We can... yeah, that spirit's paying for itself right now. White Knight's getting all his health back while he charges into battle.
I'm out of range.
See if we can plink a shot in there to help out. And we'll continue our skinning. Alright, you stingy zebra. Give me some more hooves. Give me some more hooves. Okay. There we go. There's another. Good. Getting closer.
I need to get closer.
Getting closer to what we need. Boy, there's definitely no shortage around this way. Maybe get another raptor head. We're not quite making our way to the oasis. We're kind of going in the opposite direction now, but I think that's okay. Still no hoof. At least we're down to only needing one more. Okay, plunk, plunk, plunk. Trying to remember what I put my earlier skill points into. Ooh, some woolies. Some ancestral woolies. Are we all interested in ancestral woolies? No, they're cloth. We do not. We have no need for those. Let's shoot some of these things here. See if we can snag a few pieces of leather along the way. Grab a few more here.
I'm out of range.
A little extra leather. We can maybe make ourselves some more supplies. Can find a leather worker and trade some of this stuff into some better gear for us. Keep ourselves well equipped. Yeah, here we go. Lots of stuff. Alright, we will make our way back over this way. Go find Verog and try and land ourselves his head. Find our way over to the command tent. Boy, there's no shortage of gazelles and small critters roaming around here. See if we can get another raptor head along the way. Or even possibly another zebra hoof, since I can see that there's another one right here. A couple good crits in there.
It's too far away.
Keep plinking in there. Go that way. Multitask. Oh, we did. We did it. We did get the hoof. Well, this one's just for us then. I guess there's leather involved, so there's never a real downside. And only one more raptor too. Good. Not sure how many more raptors we'll find in this area, but let's give White Knight another snack there. Keep his happiness level up. Does that much more damage for us, all the better. Okay, so got a number of centaur back over here. Oh, this looks like it might be. I would have thought this was the command tent, but the closer I get, this does look like where we found Verog the first time around. So maybe this is probably where we will find Verog as well. So let's try and round up some of the centaur here. It's inside our range. Didn't need to wing clip. Didn't quite get that close. And then we'll just keep our eyes peeled. I believe we'll hear him shout when we have vanquished enough of the centaur to aggravate him into coming out. I believe that is how that will work. So we'll just keep dealing with these guys.
That spell isn't ready.
Thankfully, White Knight is doing well enough to be able to tank both the centaur and the hyena, which is great. We don't need to worry about trying to face tank too much stuff right now. He did take a pretty good beating on that one, but I think that he will recuperate his hit points quickly enough that we shouldn't have to worry about it. Then let's go clean up these fellas up here. Oh, the Kolkar's booty. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have the booty key. I believe that's the thing we have. We do! We can open the box and see what's inside. We can open the box.
I can't pass
We'll send White Knight down there, do some work while we do a little bit of treasure opening. Let's see what we get. What do we get? Ooh, some monkey boots. Bandit boots of the monkey. Alright, let's finish this guy off. And we will check out these boots. Ooh, those are very nice. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put those on. Better than our current stuff for sure. Love it. Okay. And we can go snag this raptor here, which might even give us the last of our heads, which would be excellent. Gotta keep our eyes peeled for centaur roaming around. We don't want to get accidentally jumped by a group of them we're not prepared for. Excellent. Got our last raptor head. Okay, so we just need some more centaur that we can use to draw out Verog. Looks like there's a couple here we can deal with. Oh yeah, see, this is the kind of thing we gotta watch out for. These ones that just go running around all over the place. But for some reason, they don't seem to care about running right past a bat who's attacking one of their companions. A little bit strange, but I can deal with that. Let's see, does this get the hyena to attack me? Nope, it's still gonna go after White Knight. That's okay. Like I say, I think he's tanky enough to be able to handle this, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We can just put a little extra gas in there with a couple arcane shots to try and tidy it up that much quicker, just to make sure the fight doesn't get out of hand. Good, another bracer. Oh, Verog the Dervish yells, "I am summoned, intruders. Come to my tent and face your death." Okay, so where is that him? Oh, there he is. Yes. Okay, that is him. Verog the Dervish. Well, I think we are more than equipped to be able to handle this. So let's just send in White Knight. Pepper in a few shots there. Despite him being a couple levels above us, I don't think it's going to be a real problem at all. I don't think he's going to be a real match for us here. Assuming we don't miss all of our shots. Definitely a couple resists in there, but in the end, we are victorious. Oh, look at that. Some good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so we need a few more bracers, but that's going to be an ongoing problem we have to deal with, I think, with more centaur along the way. But in the meantime, I think we can go test the stagnant oasis. Yep, that's where we are. We can go test these seeds here in the water. So let's get ourselves a good vantage point here and deal with this hyena. It's inside our minimum range. Fire a few more shots there. And then we'll make our way down to the water's edge, where we can test our seeds. Let's not accidentally get into combat with this giraffe if we can help it. Okay. Deal with the centaur along the way. I can see there's a number of herbs here for us as well. Right, whatever we put hunter's mark on, we can track on the map. Okay, looks like there's a couple cranky turtles here. Grab some silver leaf. In the fissure, so we need to find the fissure down in the water. So let's try and make our way in there. Well, one of these is going to fight us for sure, so let's just do it on our terms. We'll get a little bit closer and then figure out where the fissure is. Looks like it's just over here. If I get the camera up too high, I'll probably crest the water, but yeah, there's the fissure we're looking for. So we will deal with this turtle here. Boy, they take a pretty good beating. They are rather tanky creatures. Okay, so let's make our way down here in the water. We will send White Knight over that way while we test some seeds. Let's fire in to help out, and we will test. Here we go.
I'm out of range.
Gotta get a little bit closer. Plant some seeds in there and see what happens. Ooh, a bigger burst of bubbles. It's kind of interesting. But that's about it. We've tested the seeds. Okay, so we will grab a couple more pieces of leather here. So we're still pretty far from Camp Tarajo, or Tarajo. Tarajo? Let's see. So I think we will just make our way back towards Ratchet, where we could always take the flight path back and cache some of these things in, as well as we could do some of the quests we have down that way, where we can deal with some of the pirates in the region. So I think that's going to be the direction we'll go here. We will go northward a little bit just to get out of the oasis here.
That's still recharging.
Oh, we got to fight with a couple guys, but that's all right. Again, I think the sling dirt is kind of a bummer. That cuts down a lot of the damage from White Knight. Also reduces his threat, which I think makes him a little bit harder for us to maybe keep him as a tank, but we can... Let's fire a couple there. We'll mend him a little bit. I think between him and the dots, we should have no trouble. There we go. Give him a bit of a breather here. Yeah, so I think we will head off towards Ratchet. Is probably going to be the most efficient way for us to do this. Grab some more herbs. Head to Ratchet, deal with some more pirates. And then, yeah, cash in a number of quests here. See what else we can find along the way. We can try and dodge this raptor. Maybe I can wing clip it and keep moving. Whoop. Whoop, we're gonna pull half the barons here with us. Let's have a White Knight try and draw that off us. And then keep moving. See if we can't keep everybody just moving along here. We never delivered our bundle of goods. Forgot about that part. Actually, I think we'll just head to Crossroads first, because I've had the past couple sessions go pretty long trying to take on a lot of stuff at once. You know, we were either completing the end of a series of, you know, big long introductory quests, or we were wrapping up the tail ends of some stuff in a particular zone. So I think that maybe we'll just go cash in these few ones here, wrap up the little bit of a story there, and then pick up on the rest of those next time, just to try and keep these from running super long into one another. I think it can be quite easy to get caught up in the story of things and just charge into way more stuff than I want to in a single sitting. So we'll go do that right now, and then we will continue. We can deliver these goods. Samoflange, how can we complete that? Have we... No, we got to go up to the control console, so we haven't done any of that yet. That's fine. All right, let's check in with Tonga here and see what we have to say about those seeds. The stagnant oasis. Your findings are amazing. The seeds I gave you were dried and dead. Whatever rests under those oases can create life from nothing. We must study this more. Your findings are incredible, Story. These oases hold properties that must come from an outside source, or perhaps an inside one. I want to know how these fissures are affecting the beasts who drink from the oasis's water. Hunt oasis snapjaws at the lush water and stagnant oasis. Bring me their shells so I may examine them. Bring 8 altered snapjaw shells to Tonga Rune Totem. Interesting. I want to see how this affects life by killing life. I suppose that's one way to learn. Maybe it's a small price to pay. All right, Sergra, we have the zebra hooves you asked for. How many zebra have you slain? Far more than 4, I can tell you that. Not bad, Story. Those zebras hold a lot of strength in their legs. A sharp kick from them can knock even a tauren on its haunches. It looks like you have some strength in you too. Are you ready for a real challenge? You betcha. Lay it on me. Prowlers of the Barrens. Now it's time to go after something that really bites. The Prowlers of the Barrens are a tough breed. Tough, resourceful, sly, and deadly. You'll find them among the tall grasses. You'll find many to the southwest of the crossroads. Be wary as you hunt them, Story, or you may find yourself no longer the predator, but instead the prey. Okay, so we need some Prowler claws. We can do that. Continuing to prove ourselves. Alright, let us... Gazrog. What do we got for Gazrog here? Oh, he's the one, right. Wanted raptor heads because they've been stealing from him. Do you have those heads, Story? Yes. They were less stringy than the zebra. You got rid of the raptors. Thank you, Story. You are a hunter of worth. I like to think so. You may have killed the raptors, but the silver they stole must be recovered. I have reports that the raptors have a large grouping of nests south of Ratchet, known as the Raptor Grounds. It is likely that they brought our stolen silver there. Go to this raptor haven and search for the stolen silver. When you find it, return it to me. Okay, so we're going to go collect some stolen silver. And does that bring us to the end of our quests? No, we've got the bundle of hides for, or I guess the fashioned leather goods for Jahan here. Jahan Hawkwing. It's very kind of someone to bestow us with a buff. Always appreciated while questing here. Jahan Hawkwing. The Barrens, with its hot sun and hostile denizens, is the perfect place to test your strength and fortitude. Story, you are back from Thunder Bluff? Did you deliver the hides to Ahanu? I did. Here are the goods he sent me back with. Ahanu sent me finished products? Very good. There are many hunters and adventurers in the crossroads now, and business is lively. I am sure I'll sell these goods very soon. Thank you for all your efforts, Story. I am in your debt. Well, I'm happy to help. Always happy to help. Okay, so I believe we've got Verog's head as well, but that's further out, back to the west here. So I think that we will not return that head just yet. I think that we will go ahead and wrap up here. So yeah, we ventured around and dealt with another one of the centaur leaders. We cleaned up the last of some of our animal hunting with zebras and raptors. Made a delivery or 2 deliveries, I should say, to Thunder Bluff. And I think that next time we will venture down and deal with some pirates. So thank you so very much for joining me, and we'll get back to the story next time.